Join us as we proudly review the official events for the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025. Discover the inspiring stories behind these remarkable achievements, resilience, and the unconquerable Invictus spirit. In essence, Invictus is about the power of connection, heartfelt hugs, and meaningful words of encouragement. It was an impactful week for all. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex Harry and Meghan attended the Invictus Games welcome ceremony, a sold-out event with a crowd of over 40,000, which featured an emotional flag ceremony carried out by all 23 nations competing in the Games, as well as significant moments of recognizing the First Nations communities for inviting the Games on their sacred land. The welcome ceremony also included performances by Chris Martin, Katy Perry, Noah Kahan, Nelly Furtado, and Roxanne Bruno. Prince Harry told the crowd, "At this moment, when there is no shortage of crises, no absence of uncertainty, no lack of weak moral character in the world, the values you embody, the way you carry yourselves, not only at the Invictus Games, but each and every day, your courage, your resilience, your humanity, illuminate a path forward for us all. And for that, we thank you." The day took a thrilling turn at the Vancouver Canucks NHL game, where the Duke marked the game's official start with the puck drop, a symbolic moment during the most-watched game of the season, of which the local team, the Vancouver Canucks, won 2-1. The evening culminated at a reception at HMCS Discovery, hosted by Canadian Armed Forces Chief of the Defence Staff, General Jenny Carrigan, and Chief Warrant Officer Bob McCann. The event celebrated the success of the Invictus Games welcoming ceremony and sparked important discussions on military cooperation and community. The Duke and Duchess joined in the fun at the bubbly Tube Park, in the heart of Whistler Blackcomb, zooming down the 1,000-foot track alongside competitors' families and friends. The adrenaline was flowing at the novice alpine skiing and snowboarding finals over on Whistler Mountain. Competitors showed off their resilience and determination, carving their way through the course with the help of adaptive equipment like sit skis and outriggers. Friends, family and a huge crowd cheered them on, creating an unforgettable atmosphere. In the afternoon, the action shifted to Whistler Olympic Park for the biathlon. Competitors raced through the snow, seamlessly blending speed and precision as they transitioned from skiing to shooting, with so many emotional moments as they crossed the finish line after giving it their all. Today truly embodied the spirit of the Invictus Games: grit, resilience, and a deep sense of camaraderie. Whistler's breathtaking setting provided the perfect backdrop for competitors to push their limits with the help of cutting-edge adaptive equipment and the support of everyone around them. The energy, passion, and excitement were felt by all. Day of community, creativity and support. Prince Harry and Meghan kicked off their second day at Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 with an inspiring visit to the International Library at the nation's home, where they spent quality time connecting with Invictus friends and family. The Duchess led a fun and heartwarming story time session, reading to children and creating an interactive, joyful atmosphere. The couple then rolled up their sleeves and joined the children in designing spirit posters, a powerful reminder of how storytelling and art can build connections for the next generation. Following the event, they made their way to watch the highly anticipated wheelchair basketball competition. The energy in the arena was electric as competitors gave it their all, demonstrating incredible skill and determination. Prince Harry and Meghan cheered on the athletes, celebrating their strength and resilience, and reaffirming their support for the Invictus Games' core values of courage, perseverance, and unity. Later, the Duke attended the Veteran Employment Symposium, a pivotal event hosted by True Patriot Love as part of the Games' broader legacy initiatives. Focused on opening doors to career opportunities for veterans, this cause is one close to the Duke's heart. The gathering was a dynamic platform where veterans, industry leaders, and government officials exchanged ideas on how both the public and private sectors can better support veterans and their families as they transition to civilian life. Veterans want to contribute to the economic well-being of their families and nation. The Sussexes then made their way to the Hillcrest Community Centre to cheer on the first semi-final of wheelchair curling. This iconic venue, built for the 2010 Vancouver Olympic and Paralympic curling events, is a vital community hub offering everything from an ice hockey rink to a gym, library, and aquatic facilities. The couple's presence was a powerful reminder of the importance of inclusion, accessibility, and creating spaces where everyone can thrive. As the day came to a close, their energy and engagement in these significant moments underscored their ongoing commitment to advocacy, ensuring that those who have served, and their families, receive the support, care, and opportunities they truly deserve. Their actions continue to shine a light on the power of collaboration and the importance of shared experiences, as veterans take on the next chapter of their lives with strength and resilience. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's trip to Canada continued with a meaningful visit to Squamish Nation. It meant so much to the First Nations to be a part of hosting the Invictus Games 2025. The Indigenous voice is a cornerstone of their bid, proclaiming that 4 host nations, Lil'wat, Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations, were at the center of the Games. Wilson Williams, the spokesperson for Squamish Nation, drove the Duke and Duchess from Vancouver. He took it as an opportunity to teach them about the history of the 4 nations. When King George and Queen Elizabeth visited Vancouver in 1939, the Squamish Nation was invited at first only to be excluded at the last minute. Decades later, the visit by Prince Harry and his wife demonstrated unity, inclusion, and value to the First Nations. Williams told the gathering, "We live in a spirit of reconciliation. We're living it right now. We broke a lot of barriers. We cleared a big path for our Indigenous people to say, hey, this is righting a wrong. We want to meet these people." After the visit, it's like a big smoke signal in our community that Harry and Meghan visited today. At the Language Nest, the couple was introduced to the important efforts being made to revitalize and promote the Squamish language. This initiative plays a vital role in ensuring the future of the language and fostering a renewed sense of cultural pride within the community. The Sussexes then visited the Chief Joe Mathis Centre, where they experienced the transformative power of traditional art making, which serves as both a form of healing and a profound expression of cultural identity. The visit offered a meaningful opportunity for the Duke and Duchess to deepen their understanding of Indigenous traditions and the Squamish people. Following this meaningful engagement, the couple headed to Whistler, where Prince Harry attended the IGF Patrons Lunch, an intimate gathering hosted by Lord Charles Allen CBE to honor the Foundation's most valued partners and supporters. The Duke delivered a heartfelt speech, expressing deep appreciation for the significant contributions of these supporters, and underscoring the lasting impact their generosity continues to have on the Games and its athletes. As part of the Family and Friends program in Whistler, the Squamish Lil'wat Cultural Centre, SLCC, offered a special 2-hour guided tour, an Indigenous craft-making experience, free of charge to all members of the participating nations. Led by youth cultural ambassadors from the Squamish and Lil'wat nations, these interactive sessions gave guests the chance to create their own paddle rattles while learning about Indigenous cultures. The Duke and Duchess toured the SLCC space and delighted friends and family by joining in on the craft-making activity. These traditional instruments have been used by Pacific Northwest Coast First Nations in ceremonies, community songs, and as gifts to newborns to protect them from harmful spirits. The Duke and Duchess marked the official opening of the first-ever Winter Adaptive Sports competitions at the Invictus Games during the Welcome to Whistler celebration. This public event, which celebrated the Games' exciting expansion into winter sports, highlighted the athletes' incredible resilience. Prince Harry expressed his enthusiasm for this iteration of the Games, celebrating the courage of the competitors and the profound impact these events have on their lives. The celebration reached its peak with a thrilling flypast, as 2 CF-18 Hornets soared over the village before and over to Whistler Olympic Park, where the Games' Nordic ski events were taking place. The crowd erupted in cheers as the jets passed overhead, adding a powerful, patriotic touch to a day filled with unforgettable moments. The Duke and Duchess ended the day at Whistler Sliding Center to watch the skeleton event, one of the most thrilling and adrenaline-pumping parts of the games. Skeleton is a high-speed winter sport in which athletes race headfirst down an icy track on a small sled, requiring intense bravery. With a packed agenda, the Duke and Duchess made the most of their day, engaging with key figures, showing their unwavering support for the competitors, and reinforcing their commitment to the Invictus Games and its mission. The day also marked a milestone in the game's history, as it introduced winter sports for the first time, setting the stage for what promises to be a week of remarkable competition, unity, and celebration. The Invictus Games in a powerful and energizing way, highlighting the core values of service, resilience, and unity that define the Invictus community. Give us a thumbs up and a like and share this video. Buy us a cup of coffee with a super thanks. Thank you for listening.